and welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Well, some of you are enjoying the sweltering sun, which over here is about 25 degrees Celsius. I think that's around about 80 degrees. And it is sweltering. Well, enough of that rubbish. I'd like to welcome the new members that have come onto the site, and I hope that you enjoy what we have to offer you. Some of you will stay, I know, and some of you will leave, but that's the name of the game, I guess. I also like to congratulate those who have been promoted in the order. Their hard work and their diligence we respect and we have rewarded. Now the work begins. The learning process you've done, now the work begins. I'm sorry I can't talk about Cloud, that's me, Dark Raven One, because she's in the bed melting.
No, I'm not. Cheap devil.
We've estimated by this evening she should just be a grease spot.
No, that's what you'll be.
Oh God, don't make me laugh, please. Oh dear. And there I was enjoying my favourite film on TV.
Yeah, it could be out at garden for you, mister.
I don't mind the garden. I can go plinking. The wife. Anyway, back to seriousness. We've talked a lot about spirit and a lot about entities, and I'd like to remind some of you that Dark Raven One has put something on pranic for those who are interested in learning pranic energy. There's a lot of stuff on there. But like most people, a lot of you haven't got the patience to learn and study it. It's thousands of years old and it does work. Now I've been doing pranic energy for quite a while, dealing with the subtle energies of Tachyon, and it is very rewarding and very, very well done. Some of you, of course, have studied iridology. Well, pranic energy kind of goes with that, so those who would like to have a look at what Dark Raven One has put on, pranic healing, I advise you to go and have a look, because it's dealing with things of everyday life. And it's important. But the choice is yours. Trying to make yourself comfortable in this body. Well, that's what we're all trying to do, isn't it, really, when we boil it all down. We heal our pains, we heal our suffering. But we still can't get on with our fellow neighbour. We can't get on with each other. We're always bickering. Have you noticed, when it's cold and it's raining and it's very cold in the winter, we moan about it. Then in summer, when it's hot and sweaty, we moan about it. Sad really, isn't it? We all strive to get a government in power, and when the government's in power, what do? We moan about them. If something disagrees with you, don't moan about it. Get on with it and alter it, which you can do quite easily. We find that each of us has a different journey, and some journeys are different than ours. But don't put down those who are on a different journey to yourselves, because that suits them. That works the same way. It's still dealing with the same spiritual beings. It's still dealing with life. Like the heart chakra is the most important, one of the most important chakras there. They're all important. Even the base chakra, which radiates energy down through the legs and up through the body. So we can't put down any chakra, either each serve a purpose. The heart chakra is important because it's what we call the love chakra, or chakra, whatever you like to pronounce it. I sometimes get pulled up about that, but I don't give a monkeys. It is chakra, by the way. That's how it's pronounced in Sanskrit. And to activate the heart chakra, to expand it out, it's important. Now, what Dark Raven one has done, without me going into any details, she's put down a way that that can be done on pranic healing. And it's a very good article. It's only a short video, but it's well worth watching and learning. There's several little experiments in there that you can do. What else was I going to say? It was something I was going to mention today. Like as always, my head's gone. Probably my brain boiled in the heat of the sun. I'll soon be like Dark Raven one.
I won't be so cheeky for you.
So I'm not moaning about her because she's a darling, really. It's one of the most difficult things we find is loving those that dislike us or hate us, despise us. How do we love them? Well, that's so easy if you, again I quote Dark Raven one's entry into that, into pranic healing, will show you how. You have to expand the heart chakra. And you'd be surprised what happens when you do that. Love is misinterpreted. A young man meets a girl, gets excited about this new girl, and he calls it love. But that's not love. That is what they call lust. That can be just as overwhelming. Love is caring, sharing, and be wanting to be with that person for the rest of your life, and to share their life as they wish to share yours. There's different degrees. Like, I love my dog, but I wouldn't want to take cold showers with it. I love children. I love my wife. All different degrees. But none of them come under a sexual capacity at all. Love has nothing to do with that. With a man and a woman, that is just an expression.
Well, put it another way. If a couple's together for the sex, when that is gone, there's nothing left.
No, that's quite correct. As Dark Raven was saying just now, if a couple are just married because of sex, then when the sex is gone, so is their relationship, for they have nothing more in common. You have to share every single thing with your partner. Your partner has to work with you. The word marriage is the marrying and joining. In woodwork, you marry two pieces of wood together to build something, with dovetail or whatever. So, marriage is joining. No, you do not have to go to a nice little church wedding. You do not have to go through any of the rigmarole. You can marry and be close and join. The idea when you join, you become part of each other. So that, how can I explain this? You are interested in what your partner's interested in, your partner's interested in what you're interested in. So there's no confusion, there's no bitterness. When it comes to sex and money, it's goodbye marriage. To work together to become one. I mean, not only in your domestic life, but in your workload as well, in your employment. Remember, the woman can't have a couple of days off like a man. He can go to work 5 days a week, and then he can rest up, go fishing, play golf, or do whatever he wants to do. But the woman, she doesn't. She still has to maintain the house. She still has to make sure everything's clean. She still has to cook and bake and look after the young ones. She doesn't get a day off. So let's respect our women and let's honour them for the job they're doing we could not do. I know some men try, but it isn't the same, is it? To sustain as a breadwinner and to bring up a small child at the same time is a headache. Life isn't meant to be a headache. It's meant to be a learning process. We put values in the wrong way. We put values on the wrong things. The things we should put values on are spiritual things. I don't want to sound, how can I put it?
Should have no attachments
There should be no attachment.
to material things
No.
and the way of the world.
Remember that nice shiny car you're driving is going to end up in a dump heap. That lovely television and computer you could be watching is going to end up being scrapped. It's going back to the earth. The camera that you're using is going back to the earth. Everything on this earth.
Even your body goes back to the earth.
That's right. Everything that is created from this earth goes back to it. Whether we like this or not, it's got nothing to do with it. This is the general process. We can get super high tech. For what reason? Be going back to the earth. Things that stay with you is knowledge.
14 minutes have passed.
Thank you. Things that stay with you are spiritual things. I don't care whether you're Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Jedist, whatever you want to be, as long as you're following the basic laws of spirit, and as long as you're connecting with spirit and communicating. Some of you aren't psychic, but you can still communicate with spirit by what you do. You create your altar to what you're following or what you wish to follow. You look after the altar, you serve the altar. In turn, you're serving spirit. feel spirit around you. Let them guide you. Some of you will see spirit. And it is a mind-blowing experience. Okay, that's the end of this gobbledygook talk. I want to thank you all for listening and watching and bringing me into your home. My blessings are with each and every one of you, and Dark Raven I include on that, because she works ceaselessly, sorting out problems and healing. As I say, honor the ladies in your home. Namaste. Om Shanti.